Okay, so we are going to start our first lesson on the Cold War. I guess I'm doing my best to kind of juggle everything. It's a lot, and I know it's a lot for everyone here. So let's take a look at what we're learning today. We're looking at what was the nature of the Cold War, big event in history. We want to know that the Cold War had competition, and the Cold War has two sides. It's the United States competing with the Soviet Union. So the do now is asking, what do you suppose is meant by Cold War? Then how can a war be cold as opposed to being hot? Well, the reason why it's a Cold War is for this reason. It's because the USA and the Soviet Union, also known as the USSR, never fight. They don't fight each other. They will use other people to do their fighting. The Cold War goes on for decades, and not once did the United States and Soviet Union fight, but there was always the possibility that they could, and that was scary because of the threat of a nuclear weapon. So let's take a look about some simple information here on the Cold War. So it says the Cold War, get my highlighter ready. Here's the years, 1945 to 1991. Just so you know, 1995 is the end of World War II as well. So pretty much once World War II ends, the United States and the Soviet Union kind of begin this Cold War era. Main word here, it's a state of military, political and military tension is the word. There's tension going on, takes place after World War II, and it's going on between these superpowers. In the West, right, you have the USA, and the USA is in favor of the ideas of capitalism and also in favor of democracy. And they are going against the Soviet Union, who are going to be in the East, and the Soviet Union is pushing communism. Really, what's happening here is the USA and the Soviet Union have a difference in this, a difference in ideas. The USA is capitalist and democratic. They like the idea of freedom. The Soviet Union is communist, government control, government makes all decisions. And both are very strong countries at the end of the war, World War II that is. So first question, according to the image, what were the years of the Cold War? Well, that is 1945, 1991. According to the image, what nation was in the Western Bloc? That is the USA. The West is always going to be the free side, right? And that it would be capitalism, and that would be democracy. I just kind of gave that an answer there. And the Western Bloc, what type of economic system did it defend? Well, it's economics. It's West. It's free. That is going to be capitalism. According to the image, what nation was in the Eastern Bloc? Well, if the West is always the free side, the Eastern section of the world, or Eastern Europe, they're always going to be communist. The country or the nation that is the strongest communist nation, it's the Soviet Union. In the Eastern Bloc, what type of economic and political system did they defend? Well, in the East, it's always communism. According to the key on the bottom, what was the group name of the capitalist nations in dark blue? So if we look back at this map here, dark blue, there's our answer. Think of it as like an alliance. The democratic nations, led by the United States, go by something called NATO. NATO still exists today in 2020. We'll get into it actually a little bit more in another unit going forward. And then this is when referencing the key on the bottom, what was the name of the communist nations in red? That would be this right here. And that would be the Warsaw Pact, which does not exist today. The only one that's around is NATO. Okay, and then just to reinforce a little bit, the Warsaw Pact is the east side, which if they're in the east, it's always going to be communist. NATO is going to be on the west, and if they're the west side, they are the free countries, the ones in favor of democracy and capitalism. Okay, next reading is titled Birth of the Cold War. So let's take a look at this here. It says, during the war, the United States and the USSR cooperated to defeat Nazi Germany. So in this case, oh no, where's my highlight? Okay. In this case, they're actually talking about World War II. We know in World War II that the USA and the USSR were actually friends for a little bit. It's like temporary because they both have a common enemy in the Nazis. Okay. However, after the war ended, disagreements over reparations, we've seen that word, and the emergence of communist governments in Eastern Europe strained the relationship. So even though the USA and the USSR were friends in World War II, that changes. Okay, they have disagreements and the relationship is strained. Many of the enduring ideological, see IDEO, kind of like idea, and pre-war disagreements surfaced. Between 1945 and 1947, Stalin went back on his pledge to allow free elections in Eastern Europe and to have coalition governments of both communist and non-communist leaders. Okay. Simply put, at the end of World War II, Stalin made this promise that I would allow every country in Eastern Europe a chance to vote. But he lies. He doesn't do that. Stalin keeps all of these Eastern European nations here. He keeps them in a communist state. So they're under his control. So it says, during these 2 years, communists seized control of many Eastern European nations. This made the United States nervous because Stalin was defiant and the United States feared the ideological spread of communism. I'm going to highlight this. The United States feared the spread of communism. Think of it as like a disease. We did not want communism to spread. By 1947, the distrust heightened between the U.S. and the USSR, leading to a conflict known as the Cold War. The Cold War was a state of political and military tension after World War II between the powers in the Western Bloc, the West, it's always the USA, capitalism, powers in the Eastern Bloc, East is always going to be the Soviet Union and communism. The term cold is used because there was no direct fighting between the two sides. However, there were what's called proxy wars, or wars between other nations supported by two sides. We're going to get into these proxy wars in a little bit. So, what action did Stalin take that heightened the tension between the USA and the USSR? Stalin, some red, let's say, it says free elections in Eastern Europe. He said he would do that, and then he lied and made Eastern Europe all communist. Why did these actions concern the USA? That is because the USA feared the spread of communism. We hate communism in the United States in our history. So it's the reason why it's honestly the total opposite of capitalism and democracy. What was the Cold War? I'm going to say, I always say it as this way, it was decades long tension between the USA and the Soviet Union. But we want to know that the USA and the Soviet Union do not fight each other directly. So that's pretty much it. I'm going to try to keep things nice and simple and concise. I'll do my best with these videos. Like I said, it's very tough with time management for me. So I'll do the best I can, and I hope you all are doing well.